Hello. Can you hear me? Let me wait for everybody to get in the room. Wait for some people to get in the room here. Check, 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 check. We'll give it a few minutes to let people get in the room. There's 2 people in here. Oh my God. Perfect. Welcome to the first Scorpio Scriptures Live. Let me see if I can view this on my phone here. Hello, hello, Carla. How's the sound? Let me know how the sound is doing. Hello, 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 hello. I'm watching myself on my other phone. I'm seeing if this is working okay. Hello, Carla. How's the sound? Let me know how the sound is. Sounds great. Perfect, perfect. Hello, hello. Great to see you. Great to see you guys. Okay, we're gonna give it like 2 or 3 minutes to let some people join the room. How's everyone doing today? We're out here in the forest. We're gonna do our first live stream. So thank you very much for being here. While we're here, comment below where you guys are from, or if you want to shout yourself out. Thank you to all the members for being here. Right now, today we're in Washington. Usually I am in Asia, but we're in a super, super cold PNW, and it is extremely chilly. I got like 3 jackets on. Wisconsin is in the house. Louisiana is in the house. Oh, that's awesome. I think Wisconsin is super cold. Huh? And California is in the house. Today is 50 degrees. Oh, that's actually, it's not bad. Yesterday, 30. Okay, that's super cold. That is super cold. Yeah, we have about 14 jackets on right here. So in a moment, I'm going to do some teaching on the twin flame topic I got yesterday from Veronica and another person. So if you guys want some questions answered, you can drop them later. And I'm going to be teaching on the other side of this camera. So let's start in 1 minute, and we're going to turn the camera around. Jay's going to get into teaching mode. But good to see you guys here. It's fantastic. This is the first Scorpio Scriptures live stream. I used to do teachings all the time on TikTok. So I'm no stranger to teaching. I do enjoy it very much, as you can tell. But thank you for all your support and all your comments. And we're going to be doing Scorpio Scriptures live streams a lot more from now on. So I hope to see you guys then. Let's give it 30 more seconds, and Jay's going to start teaching. Hello, who we have? Full moon in the house. Hello, hello, hello. It's Master Jay in the flesh. I'm no longer an animated picture behind a podcast. I've manifested into reality. And we have Jan. Hello. Hi, Jan. Good to see you. Jan is my longtime supporter for like 3 or 4 years when I used to teach on TikTok. So we've come full circle of me doing podcasts and now doing live streams again. So I've definitely become more refined in the process. But she has actually followed all of my teachings from years ago. Yes, great to see you. She's probably the only person who has followed me from my other platform. As she knows, I used to just teach for hours and hours, like every day. So no stranger to it. It's fantastic. Feels good to be back in the groove. How happy I am to be here. I'm your biggest fan. Hello, Paulina. I don't know how to say your last name, so I'm not going to say it. R. Yes, Jan has known me for a very long time. She has seen me do many things. And how can I say this? You go full circle on your spiritual purpose. So things will happen as you begin to grow and as you begin your soul mission. And then you'll find that every few years or every cycle, you come back to the same purpose and the same mission, and you become more and more refined. So when you are a less healed version of yourself, you'll always find that as correctly as possible. The expression is not as pure as possible. Your teachings, your message. Oh, wait. Are we back? Can you guys hear me? Okay, we're back. Ah, the reptilians are trying to attack me. No, there's some telephone. What is it? What do we call it? Service. But I want to get into this teaching lesson. Cell Tower of Doom. Yeah, yeah. The reptilians are trying to get me. Hello, Martin Gomez. Yeah, the cell towers. I actually have some orgone with me. You guys know orgone energy. So you know what's happening. My orgone energy is blasting all of the reptilians while I'm here. It's totally what it is. Okay, let me flip this around. We're gonna begin. So I'll be checking the chat every once in a while. Okay. All right. Am I in the center? How are we looking? Looks good. Okay. All right. All right. All right. We got a cameraman behind. He's making sure everything runs smoothly. So we're going to start with one of my supporters' question. Well, I guess everyone is a supporter, but we have a message from somebody on the members only and Patreon, and this is a twin flame question. So I want to break this down because it's an excellent question, and I also find that we are a soul family. We are really a soul tribe, and many of the issues that you guys have, I've probably had them as well. And it seems like the universe just works in such a perfect way where I will finish with the same issue and a couple months to me for it. So this is one of those examples. So I'm going to read this question here. I'm going to keep her name or his name, their name, anonymous. The question: if both, oh, this is about twin flame. If both parties are fairly along in their spirituality and the twin flame process has begun, if the chaser, the to be loved, can that chaser be so direct as to approach the asshole? In my case, I already know he wants to come back. If the asshole, probably a Scorpio, if the asshole is far enough along in their spiritual journey, can the chaser communicate so directly as to approach the runner and state what they know is happening? In my case, I know that my partner has healing to do, and I know that I am a little further along than he is. I don't have Scorpio bullshit to add to the twin flame journey. I am female, and a male Scorpio has more to sort through because of all that masculinity. Sorry, I'm continuing. In my case, I know that it is possible if I was to be direct and approach my partner and state the thing is and what is happening. We already have motion in my gut. I know that he is capable of hearing this and moving with this. My question really is, if both partners are aware of what is happening, do we have to go through all the back and can we cut to the chase? If one accepts what is happening, can the twins come together and start working on it as a whole? To actively work on the journey together as a team instead of prolonging the journey. Even as a team, there's still going to be work to do, but together, we're to sum up what this person's asking, she's basically saying, look, I know my twin flame likes me, or I know my twin flame is aware that we're in a twin flame relationship. I know we're in a twin flame relationship. He's just being annoying. Can I just ask him, or can I just straight up tell him, look, do you want to do this, or do you not want to do this? Have you guys gone through that? Is anybody else going through that? Because I went through that as well. So I totally resonate with this question. I totally understand. Especially if you're the, what we call the chaser in the twin flame dynamic, right? Chaser, runner, these are all certain things. We call them more evolved twin flame, more evolved or more spiritually astute twin flame, right? One that understands what's happening. There's usually a twin flame that understands what's happening. And there's another twin flame who doesn't really understand what's happening, but knows something is happening. I don't, that makes sense, right? There's a, what we call a natural, which would be usually the runner twin flame. And in this case, and then the chaser, who is more spiritually astute and in tune with the world. So for example, just let me know if you guys understand this. Your twin flame doesn't even know the concept of twin flame. They just know something's going on. But you sit here, this is the twin flame, this is this dynamic, the masculine, feminine polarities, and all these things, split, higher dimensions, higher self. All these things. Your other twin flame doesn't know none of that. That's a prime example of this dynamic, what we're looking at. What's the chat say? Are they agreeing? They know what we're talking about, right? Can you read some comments real quick? Let me hear. Right, good. Hello there, master. Okay. Hello, whoever said hello. We have our staff in the back. I can't you now, but I'm listening. I'm listening to every word you say. It's old Scorpio fashion. And if you're blocked, it's because you know why. Sensing your energy. Block that person now. They're gone forever. We're professionals, you see. Very professional. What was I talking about? Yes. Sorry. What I mean, sorry. They've been watching me for years or months. They know exactly how I make my content. I have nothing to apologize for. They have watched my podcast for many times. This is exactly what I do. Let's continue. So I want to break this down. The reason why I talk a lot is because I break things down very deeply. It is a double-edged sword. So sometimes I end up going on a tangent because I'm breaking something down very deeply so you can understand it to such a degree where it makes absolute sense, because that's what Scorpios do. We're kind of crazy obsessive like that. You can see how relationships can go very wrong. So, a twin flame. Both the twin flames know what's happening. The one twin flame wants to be more direct. Hey, twin flame runner, I know you like me. I can tell. Stop being an idiot. Let's just get this down together with. You want to be with me now? So here's the issue. Because I did this exact same thing on my twin flame journey. Months ago. My staff knows exactly. They saw everything happen. The problem is, one twin flame can be very, very prideful. And they aren't ready. In this dynamic, what is happening is the ego is coming into play. I don't have time for this shit. Come on, man. Can we just do this already? It's taking forever. I know you like me. I like you too. Let's get together so we can continue and fall in love and be on our mission. It doesn't work that way because love is something that can never be forced. And this is a lesson that you learn. People need time and room to invest in a relationship, especially a twin flame relationship. When you're more aware and you know everything that's happening, in a way, your ego wants to make it happen right now. But as we know, the ego only wants to force things to make it happen right now. Even in the name of love, even in the name of the twin flame journey. We're like, she doesn't understand. He doesn't understand. We can do all the things together. We can do this. We can do this. We can do this. The problem is, it's you have to look at this from the mirror principle. If one twin flame, in this case, it could be a example of a out of the heart space, right? We have someone who doesn't want to be patient in love and doesn't have time for it, right? It's stuck in a certain space. I don't have time for this. We need to do this right now. It's rushing, it's impatience, which is an energy that can flow when the heart is a little, what we call in its negative space, a little corrupted. Love is patient, and love is understanding, and love is kind. And then on the other end, we have someone who, with the runner, who likes the chaser. But the problem is, they're also stuck in pride. So in this mirroring, the dynamic is impatience and pride. One person doesn't want to admit that they like this other person, and they're going to play their little games or keep on running because they have their own issue. And then in the other side of the mirroring, one person has impatience, which can come from the energy of a heart or, past wounds. I don't have time for this anymore. I don't have time for these games in love. Let's just do this right now. It comes from a place of control. It comes from a place of impatience, which is a wound that many of us develop. Where can you develop this from? A past relationship, dealing with dumb people, or you just grew up and are working in the matrix system. Matrix, right? The Matrix. You know what I'm talking about? The fear-based consciousness that makes you want to do everything right now and get everything right now, where the ego is dominant. Everything needs to happen right now. We need to do this right now. We need to get it done right now. We don't have time. We don't have time, right? When you have been working, when you have been hustling, when you've been going hard and doing things against your soul's will, it develops this like this strange mindset, which I also used to have. It's like, we got to do this now. It's like, there's no time. There's no time. There's no time. There's no time. And that is a wound that comes and gets in the way of your twin flame relationship. So yeah, that is the problem here. That is the problem, really. It's, even if you say you're the chaser in this dynamic, even if you say to this person, and maybe you can go ahead and try, and you probably see them right anyway, because I went through the exact same thing. Look, hey, look, I know you like me. I like you too. Da 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 da. Let's just get this down. You know what that person's gonna do? Nah, I don't like you. They're gonna go off and do their own stupid shit. Why is this? Because one, love is patient, and two, there is some dynamic right now that is a wound in the twin flame relationship. There's a wound in both of you guys. One is there's pride, or not. Okay, I'm not saying the person asking the question, there's not a wound in them. There's a wound in the dynamic that one would have to take a step back and look at, because this is very complex stuff. The question is, why, as a chaser, do you want things right now? And why does it bother you that it's not happening and you just want to cut the crap and you don't have time for this? Underneath that layer, you will find your answer. As with all twin flame things, you will find that there is a layer underneath that is causing the disharmony. Whenever you are not manifested with your twin flame, there is a disharmony in the relationship with self. Because I find more and more and more that all things are just a reflection of self. Even me, I'm a reflection of an aspect of you. Because I have gone through the same thing as many of the questions that you guys asked me. The twin flame is a direct mirror of yourself on the same frequency. But I am just a direct mirror of yourself in this current situation, who is just a couple months ahead of you, that can come and give you this lesson. Because that is source. That is the essence of source. And that is the essence of love. It's always expanding. So what you're seeing back reflected at you, I know I'm Jay, Master Jay, da 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 da. But in the whole, we're all just one. And I'm just reflecting back a message from the source back at you, which is, if you have this issue in a runner chaser dynamic, all you have to do is peel back a couple of layers, because you'll see that your twin flame is triggering you. Why are they so slow? Why aren't they getting it? Why can't we just do this right now? Da 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 da. If you go back just a little bit, a couple layers back, you will see, and you'll find the answer of why you're so triggered by this. Because the twin flame is ultimately the only one really that can trigger you to this degree. Because ego, especially if you are a very spiritually developed person, and like the person asking this question, they're very astute, they're very conscious. The only thing that can break such a powerful mind, a powerful ego, and a powerful spirit is the love, the underlying love of the twin flame journey. I find that that is the only thing in what we call chosen ones, light workers, spiritually astute people. The twin flame journey is the only thing that can really get to them, because their mind is so strong. When you have a very strong mind and you have a very strong ego who is very competent in the 3D world, the only thing that's really going to get you is the underlying love that you share with your twin flame. Because love is what breaks the ego overall. What's happening? Are we okay? Oh, yeah, I got a few questions. Okay. Yeah. Well, let's see what questions we have first. Okay, question from Full Moon. What if he's with a third party? So question from Full Moon. What if he is with a third party? then you do your thing. You do your thing. Because you will find that if you want to wait for your twin flame, sometimes the lesson is, or I would even say, as a what we call empath or spiritually awoken person, we all have the tendency to give too much to people who don't give anything to us in return. When you invest too much into a person, it further pushes the dynamic away. If somebody is in a relationship, you have to be comfortable with letting them be in a relationship and focusing back in your own life. Because a lot of the time, the issue, especially with my tribe, the people that I work with and talk with, you guys will over sacrifice. That the universe is trying to teach you something here. Don't over sacrifice. Yeah. Don't over sacrifice. You know, oh man, that's my twin flame. I'm gonna wait forever while they're in a relationship. Then while you're waiting, while you're pushing all the energy one way, they're going to go and enjoy the relationship more and more and more. It's a total mirror. Once you go and you say, you know what, and you have to figure this out if you want this to work. You got to figure this out. It's very, very deep. You got to figure out, why am I willing to wait for this person, even though they're in a relationship with another person? What inside of me is so sacrificial, and where did I learn this behavior pattern from? You got to think of that. And of course, the twin flame always redirects itself at you, because guess what happens when you're okay? It's a headache to think of this, but it's quite the dynamic, because you're really working with a mirror energy. When you're okay with them being in a relationship and you go, whatever, I don't care anymore, all of a sudden the relationship ends. But the more you freaking wait, the worse it gets for both of you. The more and more toxic it gets, because it's a reflection of a toxic dynamic. It's a reflection of one person who sacrifices too much, right? And then the person in the relationship will be too much in the toxic relationship with a third party. It's a direct mirror. Are they getting this? Does this make sense? Are they getting it? It's very tough to deal with. I totally understand, because it's very triggering. You're like, man, I did so much for my twin flame. Man, I'm waiting for them. Man, I'm willing to even while they're in a relationship, I still love them, blah, blah, blah. And guess what? That's toxic. Over sacrificing in a relationship and not having your own life and boundaries is toxic. Because while you're waiting and sacrificing for them, their relationship gets more and more and more and more toxic. But when you go, you know what? Fuck it. I live for me. In my life, I have to be the center of my own life and become healthy and mentally stable. And everything just seems to work out. It's kind of nuts. And you'll find, okay, why was I like that? Why are you like that? If you are like that, right? Why was I willing to be like that? And you'll find maybe some stuff happened when you were a kid. Maybe you learn these behavior patterns from your parents or your family or tribe, over sacrificial, whatever. Those are karmic knots. You see how the twin flame relationship removes all these karmic knots and stuff. That's a perfect example. I totally understand. Isn't it crazy? I understand all these things. I went through all these things too. We have any more good questions?
Similar question from Veronica. Does the universe intervene to bring twins together?
Veronica asks, does the universe intervene to bring twins together? Yes! That's why you're watching this video right now. Yeah, totally. Totally. The universe intervene. I don't know about the word intervenes, but I would say the universe gives you everything that you always need. The universe gives you everything that you need in the moment. It's always serving you, especially if you're aligned or if you are tapped into your intuition, your higher faculties. You'll see that the universe is always giving you stuff to help you to the next step, because we live in a friendly universe. That's why the universe that we live in is designed for constant growth. You see these trees? They're freaking huge. They grow for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years, and they keep on growing. That's the energy of source. So you and I, when we're embodying the energy of source or spirit that we all have within us, we're going to constantly grow. Now, human being, we stop growing in the body at a certain age, but our spirit and our mind and our consciousness will keep on growing. So twin flames is a consciousness of pure love. So universe is intervening or guiding you to me. Think of how many videos there are in the internet and how many people there are in the world, and you just so happen to meet the person who can assist you on your twin flame journey. That's an example of the universe attracting people together right now. It is working. Universe is an amazing thing because the more and more I go on my journey, I see that it is working so perfectly that there is never ever a mistake. The only time there is a mistake is when you are not in tune with your intuition. When you are in tune with your intuition, everything is always perfect. You just have to let go and let the flow happen. When you're in tune, when you're aligned, it's always working in your favor. But when you're in the way of the world, where they want to force things and tell you all these things and suppress your real intuition, your inner knowing, that's when it's not right. But what you found right here is like a glitch in the matrix. The universe is always helping you. The fact that people ask me questions in my inbox or DMs that I went through months ago or even years ago, the exact same situation, is a proof that the universe is always helping. And it's so amazing. It really is that things are happening on such a perfect level that you can't really comprehend it. It's like the people you meet, they're just very similar to you. Or the videos that you watch, it's just what you needed. Like this message right now, you're on frequency on the timeline. It's all perfect. Universe intervening by giving you this message. And this message, whoever it resonates with, when they go back, they know what they need to do. And then they go a little deeper. And when they go a little deeper, what happens? You go a little deeper, love begins to conquer the ego. And that is what I'm starting to find that life is all about. I think that is what life is all about. It is a battle of the ego, and it is allowing love to conquer the ego, which is surrendering, enjoying the flow, not taking things too personally, letting go, trusting, having patience. It's very tough when everything you have been raised and programmed to do, it's like force, do things quickly, do it now. You got to do this. Success, money, this is the right way. Oh, the right way is surrendering your ego. Because the ego, why we get so triggered is our ego anyway. The things that trigger us the most usually is the twin flame relationship, because the twin flame relationship is challenging your ego. And when you let love conquer that, your experience in life becomes much, 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 much better. It becomes more free flowing. It becomes more. The moment is the only thing you can ever enjoy. And you'll find that a lot of people listen to me. That's probably what they struggle with the most when it comes to Scorpio scriptures and when it comes to the twin flame. A lot of it is just we probably can't enjoy the moment. And love is teaching you to surrender, to enjoy the moment. That's really what it is. Jana has watched me for years. She can probably see how different I am from now till then. I used to get angry at the chat all the time. I'll go cuss someone out and then block them and go, who else wants to say some shit? And I go right back to teaching. Now, I don't even look at the chat. I have the good questions read to me. We improve over time. Did I answer the question? Twin flame, patience. Yes. Next question. Go ahead.
Question from Lovely Stephanie. Each time I break up with someone I have a deep connection with, I feel better. My question is, are some people not meant to have twin flames?
Wait, can you say that one more time?
Every time I break up with someone I have a deep connection with, I feel better. My question is, are some people not meant to have a twin flame?
Each time I break up with someone, I feel better. My question is, are some people not meant to have twin flames? Well, okay, that's a two-part question. Some people don't have twin flames. Twin flame is actually very, very rare. If anybody in here has a twin flame, you're very, very blessed. But not everybody has a twin flame. Your twin flame, how do I say this? Not everybody has a twin flame manifested in the 3D realm. Your twin flame could be like a baby, or your twin flame could be dead already. To have a twin flame manifested in this realm of a similar age that you can actually meet is you're very, very blessed and you're very, very well spiritually developed. So not everybody has a twin flame. It's very, very, very rare. That's why I do like to teach this, and that's why I try not to make so many videos about it, because some people can get very confused. But every time you break up with someone, you feel better. That is, I'm assuming, the relationships with yourself improves every time you break up with someone. That's why. Relationships serve as a vehicle for our soul to evolve from. And in every relationship that you're in, you probably learn something about yourself that teaches you maybe something you don't want to tolerate anymore, or things you don't want to accept from other people, and things that you like. So yeah, every time you break up with someone, you probably feel better because you get to know yourself on a deeper level. It's all about knowing yourself, because the more you know yourself, the better relationships you have. The most important relationship you have is with yourself, or else you don't know what is going on. You don't know what you want. You don't know what you like. The more you get to know yourself, that's really what this is. Life is just a mirror of your consciousness. And that's such a deep thing. Life is just a mirror of your consciousness. It really is. All right, let me get to the next question before we go on too many tangents here. How are we doing? How's the chat doing? Is everybody okay? Wait, I need some water. Water break. How are we doing so far? Everyone good? Am I in the camera? Looking good. Okay, so I have one more question I wanted to go over, because this is a twin flame video. And if you guys have any questions on like Scorpio stuff, spiritual healing, feel free to comment it. Or if you really you have a personal question, you can super chat and we'll go over that. I know there's probably many questions. You can't answer them all the time. Okay. There's a comment from one of my members yesterday night. It's perfect. She said, I used to think this twin flame stuff was fake, but the more I watch your videos, I believe I'm sadly mistaken. I'm currently in a situation. All right, she just had some personal stuff. I don't want to say that. Appreciate the wisdom. You feel like family. Heart and smiley face emoji. Thank you. But yes, I agree. A lot of people would think the twin flame is fake, because there's a lot of weird people on the internet. I'm one of them as well. You guys ever okay, has anybody here thought someone was their twin flame and they weren't? Or has somebody said to you, oh, we're twin flames, and they just creep you the hell out? Have you guys ever went through that? Twin flame is a strange topic, isn't it? When I started Scorpio Scriptures, this girl, no. Oh, man. What did they say? They got it with me. Not when I started Scorpio Scriptures, like 2 or 3 years ago, I did some healing. Can I talk about this? I did some healing with the client. And then she was like, I always knew we connected for a reason. You're my twin flame. I was like, oh, hell no. Hell no. I think I just healed her a little too good. You know what I'm saying? and this is from a long time ago. Jan knows when I used to heal people on my TikTok and I used to work with people. I guess I healed her so well. She had an outer body experience. And she was like, you're totally my twin flame. And she wouldn't leave me alone. So I was like, all right, look, I know you're not my twin flame. Please go enjoy your life. And then when I started the Scorpio Scriptures, this person was like emailing me, hey, yeah, I got a reading on us. We're totally twin flames. And she like sent me her astrology chart and shit. I was like, bro, this is so creepy. And it was just creepy, man. It's kind of creepy. So yeah, twin flame. People think twin flames means fake. Yeah, because sometimes it's a I don't know, man. If you're like it could be an excuse to be like a stalker. Trust me, I was not comfortable with that. I'm not comfortable with people sending me messages about our unrequited love and how we're twin flames and weird, inappropriate things. So I understand we think twin flames fake. It takes a high level of consciousness to really understand the twin flame journey because it triggers you beyond belief. And it gives you feelings and emotions that are irrational in the human world. We got some good questions, comments there.
I don't know. Boone asked, "What's your Scorpio Venus?"
Was she a Scorpio Venus? I don't know. I'll tell you what she was. Blocked on all platforms. I was not having it. Do you know how creepy it is when you block someone and then, like, I wasn't working for like 2 years. I make some videos, first thing on the internet. This person emails me. I was like, what the fuck? She's like, hey, do you remember me? I'm your twin flame. I haven't, yeah, you said that like 2 years ago. You still believe this shit? Like, fuck, dude. Yo, trust. Yeah, whatever. Yo, let me just keep talking. Yeah, man, that shit wasn't. Can you imagine? You're starting a new channel and you're starting a new company, and some bitch from like 2 years ago messages you, like, "Hey, it's me again, your old twin flame that you blocked. How the hell did you get my email? How'd you not make a new channel? You crazy son of a bitch!" Like, what the fuck? I thought I blocked you on everything. The moment you make a new video, hey, you remember me? Look, I got a reading about us. Listen to this reading. They're saying we're twin flames. Like, oh, hell no. Hell no. No, no, no. So, yeah, I understand why people think twin flame is fake. Because if you have some things like that happen to you, you never ever want to deal with this stuff again. And I think there is a there's like a resonant path that many people with twin flames will go through. They might hear the concept of twin flame. They go, oh, okay, that's cool. And then they might meet someone and think, is that my twin flame? And they'll be sadly disappointed. And then maybe someone will stalk them or some shit. And they'll be even more disappointed. And then maybe they'll meet their real twin flame. And then they'll go, is that really my twin flame? I don't believe it. And you'll be skeptical. Lo and behold, the concept actually exists because it just makes sense when you actually think of it. Everything in the universe has a positive and negative, positive, quote unquote, positive and negative charge, yin and yang duality. So just like a battery, if the battery has a negative charge and the battery has a positive charge, it only makes sense that human beings do as well because we are not fully us. We're split. We're split from the source, the substance, the spirit of what we call God, the male and female into one. We're just split. So twin flame, it makes perfect sense. It's actually much more simple. The simple things are usually the most complex and hard to understand. But it just makes sense. If there's yin and yang, then there's a boy J and then there's a girl J somewhere out there. But you're just very, very blessed in this timeline to meet your twin flame if you met one. That's it. And it really is. It teaches you the mastery of balancing your energies perfectly. Because if you want twin flame to manifest in 3D, you have to master these things in your mind in the higher dimensions, higher level emotions. And you know what's crazy about twin flame? All of this. You want to manifest your twin flame? I'll give you the secret right now. You have to have no desire. The only desire is pure love. That's it. That's what the whole twin flame journey is. It's teaching you how to let go of all these desires of that come from the ego, that come from control, that come from wounds in your heart, in your soul, even in your past generations, past lifetimes, past karma, karmic knots with family, karmic knots with other people. When you just let go of everything, you get everything. Isn't that the freaking lesson of the universe? He who desires nothing gets everything. And he who desires or he who wants to force always gets some resistance. That's a lesson of this universe that we're in. It is very, very paradoxical. I want my love. I want my twin flame. I want to do my soul mission. I want to be with them. But you're telling me the only way I can be with them is to not want to be with them? The only way you can be with them is to be with yourself from a place of love. When you can be with yourself and embody love from within, then everything on the outside comes to you. And it's a hell of a trip of the mind, man. Because back to the first question, the person was asking, can I just, like cut to the chase? Can we just do this? Can I just talk about this, do this? The problem is, you can't just do something. You have to rise into the consciousness of something. And that is where many people get stuck. It's that many of us want something, but the only way we can have something or embody something in this universe, in this dimension, is we have to go through it. It's like, oh, I want to be really fit, or oh, I want to be really rich, or I want to have a nice car or something. You can't just get it. You have to go through it and get it. It's the same thing with the twin flame relationship. You can't just have this great level of love without the understanding of the great level of love. You kind of go through it and gain an appreciation and understanding of it. Then you can embody it. It's the same with how I'm teaching you these things. I only know these things because I went through it, and then I can explain it to such a degree. You cannot just be born in this dimension with all of this understanding, because we are limited in our expression. It's just how it is. You find people that want to take shortcuts or want to get these things right away. They don't have this appreciation of it because they can't embody the true thing. The journey is what it's about, and the destination is also one part of what it's about. You have to go through it, and you have to live it and come out on the other end. So you're asking these questions about twin flame or all these things. You want it right now, but it's guiding you. It's really guiding you to getting there right now. So all these little lessons and little bumps that you feel along the way is cementing in your mind and in your character this appreciation and this what they call space to hold this all together. It's quite the thing. It's quite the thing. Because I totally understand where these questions come from. Because I used to be just like this. Like, why is this taking so long? Can we just hurry up? How long is this shit gonna take? That's my attitude towards everything. You learn. Because you feel much better when you don't have that rigidness and forcefulness in your mind and the way you act. It's imbalance in character. And it takes a lot of work to let go of these things. Some people have trouble with like pride and admitting things. And some people have trouble just letting go and letting God. Most of my Scorpio scriptures tribe is that one. Because I'm that way too. You resonate with that in me, most likely. You just have trouble letting go and just trusting in the process. Because likely you are a high performer, type A personality, high achiever, someone who gets things done right away, and you want things done right away. And to think like, oh, I gotta slow down and be patient, that's stupid. Yeah, it is. But you can't cheat the laws of life. How we doing?
There's a question from Lynette. She asked, how do you know if somebody's your twin flame?
How you know if somebody's your twin flame? How can I provide a surefire answer? you you open your third eye and you look at the spiritual cord, the silver cord that connects twin flames together and connects the etheric realm together, and you go, oh, we actually are twin flames. Or you have a really, really, really good psychic friend that you trust. You go, is that really my twin flame? Yeah. In my case, I didn't believe in twin flame until I met my twin flame. I said, "Oh shit, I think this is that twin flame thing that people talk about." And then I asked one of my staff, who's with me right now, who's really, 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 really good psychic, see things way better than I can. He goes, "Yeah, this person's on the same frequency as you." And then I asked my mentor, said, "So that's really my twin flame?" She said, "Yeah." So I didn't believe twin flame was real. I said, "Why?" And I explained all this crap to her that I'm explaining to you guys. And also, it takes a lot of time to really see the mirroring in yourself. You want to know if someone's your twin flame, it does take a lot of time. Because you'll find that when you change something about yourself, it changes something with them. And it's always perfect. It's so perfect that it's crazy to explain. Like right now, when I am in America, my twin flame has gone to Asia. And when I go to Asia, she comes to America. It's a perfect, perfect mirroring in the family, mirroring with karmic knots, mirroring with personality, even mirroring with appearances. Sometimes it's kind of creepy. You'll literally see yourself in another body. And it is kind of nuts. That's the only way I can really give to you. You have some people you trust that can help you. You can see it, and then time. Other than that, it's pretty tough to know. It's pretty tough to know. Because the whole concept of itself is it's much larger than what our 3D logical brains can understand. Even years later, after meeting my twin flame, do I really understand the depth of this connection? It is it's really something, man. It's really something. It is you get to know yourself on a deeper level, and this person acts as a catalyst and a mirror, showing back to you your deepest faults and your deepest wounds and your deepest triggers. And it always happens from a place of love.
So you got your first super chat.
Oh, sweet.
It's from the person you answered the question. From Lynette.
Oh, what's it say?
Thank you.
Oh, shout out to Lynette. We got the first super chat of Scorpio Scriptures Live. We need a party. Woo, 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 woo. Thank you for the super chat. My love can be bought through super chats. Ah, nice. No, yeah. That was a great question. No, I appreciate. I honestly, that's kind of a joke, but I honestly appreciate anybody who works with me, joins the membership, joins the Patreon, donates, or anything, because I am a dude who quit my job many, many years ago and was like, you know what? I just want to do what God wants me to do. So if people feel moved in their heart to donate to us or to give us money or whatever or work with us, it's fucking awesome to me. Because I, like many of you guys, am a super rebel. I don't want to work for the system. I want to work from a system of love. So thank you very much.
Oh, your next super chat from Delana.
Oh, shit. We got another one. Thank you. Did she say anything? Oh, she said thumbs up? Oh, okay. Well, thank you very much. Well, yeah, that was the two topics that I had. If you guys have any questions that you want to drop down, you have some issues with Scorpio, you want to heal something, now's the time. We'll do a little free. What time is it? How long have we been on? 50 minutes?
We have one comment that's
It's been 50 minutes? Golly.
Diana says, I like this. More Master J live sessions, please.
Someone said, I like this more Master J live sessions, please. Well, of course. Yes. I've come back from a freaking healing cocoon. I've been sleeping for like 2 months straight. So this is the result of what came out of it. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, concerns, comments about healing or whatever you want right now, now's the time. We're going to do a little free roam before we end the show. Well, let me go over here actually. Okay, hello. We're back. We're back right here. Let's see. Let's see. Why the sexual desire is off the charts with Twin Flames? That is a great question because it is. God damn. Because the energy of God is very present. That's why. The energy of God and the energy of sex, the energy of creation is very closely linked. So if you meet the person or the manifestation that is the closest to you of God, that's when it gets very hot and heavy. But yeah, man, it if you you guys know, you guys know. Sorry, some people in the forest with me. We're not alone here in the wilderness. I'd like to know more about Scorpio healing from childhood trauma. Oh man, yeah, that's a deep one. Um, Scorpio childhood trauma usually is centered around like some type of sexual abuse or yeah, how to heal that. In the simplest way I can put it, you have to redirect the flow of energy that can be what's the word obstructed in whatever happened in your trauma. So trauma, whatever trauma that you experienced, it is a disruption in your energy field. Yeah. And it could usually be related to something, maybe your expression of power, maybe your expression of sexuality, all sorts of things in between. You got to find where that energy disruption is and then begin to go a little deeper into it. The Scorpio healing, Scorpio energy is very transformative. But if there is a disruption in the flow, it could be going out and causing many problems. So that's the gist of it. I don't know the exact question, but that is my answer there. It was dad, alcoholic dad. Yeah, yeah. So if we have alcoholic dad, you really got to look at your relationship with men in that aspect. Yeah, this is a whole another can of worms here. But ultimately, looking at your wound with the father, the relationship with men itself, and how that affected you. Perhaps look at the solar plexus, look at how you feel in relationships, how are your boundaries, do you have trouble opening up? That wound is large, getting smaller, taking a long time. Yeah, no, I totally understand. Yeah. I just pour into work. Yeah, so when you have a wound like that, you would like to take some time to face it, to really face it, and not just pour all your focus into work. Sometimes we are running from ourself, and sometimes our inner child just needs a little talk, a little pat on the back. Everything's okay now. That guy is not going to hurt you anymore. That man's not going to hurt you anymore. You don't have to be afraid anymore. Things like that, and you'll find much results. But yeah, we Scorpio scriptures. We're going to do more healing work with people later, but just be on the lookout. I want to do more healing work with my tribe, but that is a little bit from what I'm picking up onto you is just an inner child thing. You know, you can go revisit your younger self when you're alone and just talk to yourself. 5-year-old, Diana or 10-year-old, whoever, what age you were, and you can let yourself know it's okay now, because the inner child wounds tend to stick with us and replay until we go and visit it and go and change the past. Oh man, there's a lot of questions here. Thank you so much for the questions. I'm trying to keep up with all of them. The scintillating scientist is here. Hello, 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 hello. Jay, I have been doing what I feel is helping to assist the healing for my twin flame. I know the positive energy helps, although is that really moving it along is quicker, easier for him. The best way, when you want to heal your twin flame in this aspect, is to just do your thing and then let it know that's going to work. The more that you like constantly check up, and the more that you want to, is it working? Is it working? Is it working? This it actually slows the process down. It's kind of like cooking or like baking a cake. You know, you bake a cake, you put the ingredients in, and you keep on opening the oven. You're like, how's the cake looking? I'll just have it doing that myself. If you know you're doing your thing, just let the thing happen. The best thing you can do for your twin flame when you want them to grow is to just let it go. Especially because most of the people that I work with or that are listening, they're going to be on the other side. They're going to be on the side of, I want to be with my twin flame. I want them to be better. I want them to understand. And I want them to grow and flourish. But, you know, they're doing whatever. The best thing you do is just learn to let it go. Do your thing that helps them and let it go. Bake the cake. Put the cake in the oven and just let that cake cook. That's that's the best advice I can give on that. Because the fact that we want to cling on to the twin flame and watch them and see how everything is going, that in itself can slow down the dynamic. Victoria Youngson, what about if Scorpio doesn't feel good enough? He had a cap dad, too high expectations, and felt like a disappointment. Mm, well, that's kind of a him thing. The best thing you can do is tell him, like, look, man, are you good enough? Like, are you good enough? Not feeling good enough and not being good enough is two different things, because that could be used in many different ways. I never feel good enough can be used in a good way and a bad way. But the question is he good enough? I don't feel good enough and I am good enough. Two very different things. And yeah, that's a him thing. Yeah, you know, I don't know how he would take that. But you can talk to him about that. Say, do you not feel good enough? But are you good enough? Are you surviving? You taking care of yourself? Golden Vision says, best thing ever after energy clearing work to let go and take back our power. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yo, the girl you did the healing on is here. I don't say her name out loud. But hello, Golden Vision. Yes. My staff is with me. He was in Asia when he did your healing. So, I don't know. It's cool how things connect. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, we're gonna start doing more healing with the public soon. It's great. I like working with my tribe instead of just healing random people that I meet in Vietnam and Asia. It's much different. Carmen said, hello, I like your videos and sense of humor. Well, thank you very much for the support. Thank you very much. Dajit says, I've let go of the twin flame outcome and focus on my family. Yeah, yeah. No, that seems like a fantastic decision. Sometimes the focus of the twin flame can be so much that it stops you from living life. The twin flame should not stop you from living life and get in the way. It should complement your life and should teach you some things. But it's easy to get like, oh my god, this person is like my love and this person is my romance, and we're supposed to be together. And, no, that's not. I yes, focusing on your family is a fantastic thing. Oh man, it's cold. Jan says the best thing to remove yourself so they can grow without your energy. Yeah. Sometimes I like exactly what Jan said. Sometimes the best thing to remove yourself so they can grow without your energy. Sometimes you just gotta let a motherfucker know what their life like is without you. Because when you're a very kind person, when you're a very empathetic person, a lot of people take you for granted. Sometimes you just gotta go, you know what? All right, go ahead and just enjoy your life without me and watch what happens to people. Sometimes too much love and too much care can be a detriment in someone's life and a detriment in yours. Sometimes you got to pull back your energy and just give people time to see things and unravel things. Ooh, we're gonna get out of here soon. Victoria Young sent through a super chat, said one with a heart. Thank you very much. Woo 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 woo! It's our first live stream. Thank you very much. Jan said I separated after 23 years. Golden Vision, I'm very appreciative for it. She's glowing and thriving. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. I just said, I'm reading your book, Master J. Well, thank you. Which book is it? I got like, I don't know how many books I got. Which book do you have? You guys know Master J has books? Just saying, if you want to buy something. Yeah. Free advertising right there. Shameless plug. Just Scorpio man with 6 kids, constant stress. LOL. Any tips for a Scorpio large family man? Yeah, I know, because I don't even have kids, but I have that issue too. None that I know of. None that are claimed to be mine. You really need time for yourself. You need some time, like in a dark room to yourself, to say, look, nobody talk to me. Go on an island for 3 days. Just vanish. Your kids, to feed yourself. Mom, feed them. They'll be alive for 3 days. You need time for yourself. Constant stress, especially if you're a man. I'll tell you something, bro. I'm a man too. I understand. We are not invincible. You have a lot of stress. Trust me, 1 or 2 days of silence will do wonders to you. You need to prioritize time to recover your brain. Whatever you like to do. I love working. As you can tell, I love teaching. But I'm not the type of person who would just do things until my brain is out of juice. You gotta learn to rest and prioritize resting. Although it doesn't sound appealing, it will do wonders to you. You actually have to prioritize it. Like, okay, I got 1 hour a day, or I got like 1 day a week. Nobody talked to me. Nobody messaged me. I need this time for myself. So you can be better for your kids and your family. That's how it works. You can't always be on all the time. Eventually, you're going to lose some screws, or you might snap on your kid or something, or whatever. Eventually, what do you think people have gray hairs and like high blood pressure and shit? It's all stress, man. You don't want too much stress building up. You got to find a way. You have to prioritize a way of taking time to yourself. Is very, very important, especially if you're a very loving, very caring person. You like to overextend and give yourself to people. Sometimes you got to do yourself. You got to give yourself. Ty Lee Jones, I've gained a lot of insight through your vids. Thanks for show. Hey, thank you. All right, we're going to get out of here now. I appreciate all your support. It's been a fantastic hour. And catch the next live stream. We'll have it scheduled soon. So I'll see you guys next time. Thank you very much for your everything.